In the last video, we saw how to automate the web browser to open it and then to go to ebay.com website, and finally how to locate on element using the ID locator technique. And using ID locator technique, we clicked on advanced search, advanced link basically from this eBay website. Now, in this video, we will learn another locator techniques that is called name locator technique. It will be similar like ID locator technique. The only difference is we have to use the name attribute. So let's see what we want to do. So here in the eBay homepage, basically we are seeing on search box. Inside this search box, anybody can type anything and then he or she can search. So we need to locate this element, and to locate this element, this time we are going to use the name locator technique. It is similar to the ID locator technique, or the only difference is that this time basically instead of using ID we are using name attribute. So let's see how we can do this. So at first we need to identify this element. We can easily do that by right click and a menu will be appeared. From this menu we have to choose the last one, that means the inspect one. I'm going to click the inspect option and then a new window will be appeared. This is called the developer tool, Chrome developer tool. I'm using Chrome, that's why it is called Chrome developer tool, and it is highlighting the required code for that element. If you observe the code carefully, here we are seeing there are lots of attributes are there for this element. Previously we saw how we can use the ID. We are seeing ID is also present here. If we look carefully the whole 4 lines of code, that it will see that it starts with input tag, and after input tag there are many attributes like type, class and so on. But our target was to locate this element by using the name locator technique. Just to recall that if we want to locate this element using ID, we can also do that by following the same previous steps. Here we are seeing the ID is there, ID equal and then their value is there. That means that attribute value pair is there. But this time we are not going to use ID. We are trying to do this the same thing basically by using the name locator technique, and we are seeing that there is name and then after that there is a value of that attribute. So name is the name attribute and equal, then underscore, then the value. This is the value of this attribute. Let's quickly check whether we can use this value to locate this element or not. So what I am doing, I am trying to do copy this value part only from the name attribute, and I have to open the search inside this developer tool to find how many unique elements are there by this name. So to do this thing basically I can double click on top of the attribute value and then we can select the whole element and then copy, right click and then I'm choosing copy, and the element's value will be copied, and then I'm going to open the search option from this develop tool. I'm pressing command key and F key together and the search box will be appeared. I am putting it over there, and here we are seeing 2 matches are there. So if there are multiple matches, Selenium will pick only the first match. If we try to search what are the options or what are the elements it is matching, basically we are seeing it is matching only one element and some other code which is not actually rendered in the UI. So basically if we choose this option, we are fine to locate the first element, I mean the search box element. Now let's do one thing. We just located this element. Now we are trying to build on automation like this. Suppose I want to search by typing something like iPhone. I want to type over there and then I want to search. So the goal of this lesson that we will use the locator technique, which is called the name locator technique, and we will identify the search box element, and then after that we will try to type something over there. to type this thing, basically this is on top of action, and this action can be easily done by there is a method, basically it is called send key method, send keys method, not send key, it is called send keys method. We can use that method. Now let's jump to Eclipse and start building our code. From the Eclipse, I can comment this line because I am not going to use the ID element anymore. So I am going to comment it and start building our test automation code to automate that search box and to type over there something by using the name locator technique. For this automation, again we need to use the driver object which we created earlier. So I am going to type driver, and once we type driver, then again we need to find the element. Okay, so we can easily find the element by using the find element method. So I am typing the find element method over there. So there are two methods. One is find element to identify only one element, and there is another one find elements. It will identify all the elements, but we are actually finding only one element. That's why I'm going to use the first one, find element. And inside this find element, we have to mention what we need to find basically and how we need to find. So I'm using the by, and then after that we are using the name locator technique, and if we type NA, then it will show us a list of matching method name. So I'm seeing the name is there, so I just clicked over there and Eclipse will autocomplete the whole part. Now we have to give the name of this locator basically. Okay, we can put a double quotation mark, and after that we can put a semicolon to complete the expression. Now we need to add the name value. To get this value, I'm going to jump quickly to eBay website using that Chrome browser, and here from the name attribute we'll see the value. From here we just need the attribute value, that means the name attribute value. We can copy it different ways. For my case, I'm just double clicking on top of the attribute value, and then if I right click, then a pop-up menu will be appeared. From here we can choose copy. This is the easiest way we can copy, but you can follow any technique to copy the value name, or even you can type the whole thing in the Eclipse editor. Now I'm going to put it here. Basically I'm going to paste it by right click, and then I have to choose the paste option from this menu, and the whole value will be pasted over there. Now the question is what it will do. That means by this line what it can do. So basically what we are doing here by this line of code, we are actually going to the web page or website of eBay, and from there we are finding that element by name locator technique. But our goal is more than that. Our goal was not only to find this element but also to type something over there like iPhone, which we saw very few seconds before. So we need to type this type of keyword or any value or any sentence over there. So now let's do that thing. We can do this thing using one method. That method name is send keys. So I'm going to add that here. So at the end of driver.findKey method, I'm typing dot, and then I'm writing the method send keys. And inside the send keys, we need to type the value which we want to write. So for example, we want to pass iPhone. So I'm typing iPhone over there. And now let's save it and run by using this triangle. Once the program starts running, it will open the Chrome browser. It will take few seconds, just wait. And once it is open, then it is going ebay.com, and finally it is identifying the locator of that search box, and then once it is located that element, it is also typing the whole thing iPhone, and that's it. The whole thing became automated. Here we use the name locator technique to do everything. We find the element by using the name locator technique, and finally we type something like iPhone, or you can type anything in the search box field. So it is very simple and easy, like the previous locator technique, which is called ID technique. That's it. In this way we can easily use the name locator technique to identify any element and do some action. Hopefully by watching this video, your concept of name locator technique is clear. If you have any question or if you face any issue, please put in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.